Dare I tell you something no other content creator might tell you? The internet is just like church. Come as you are. I got my little notes right here with you so I can tell you how I got monetized on TikTok without a fancy equipment setup with this $5 mic and the phone that I'm currently recording on. And the day that I went viral, y'all, I wasn't even cute. My lips was chapped, my hair was nappy, and I had on a hoodie to try to hide the fact that my hair was nappy. So you don't have to put in a lot of effort. You just have to put in enough effort to be engaging with your audience. Hi, I'm Denise.Jewels. If you don't know, I usually use this space to tell healthcare related horror stories online. But I wanted to pause because with my research journey trying to become monetized on this app, I have come across a lot of people who say, well, if I was in your position, this is what I would do. And then when I click on the video, it seems really unrealistic. So I wanted to take a moment to teach what I've actually learned over these last 10 months since I've been on TikTok and actually taken it serious that helped me get monetized. So in this video, I'm going to take everything, all the research that I have learned over the last 2 years. I started my successful TikTok channel in December of 2025. So just to clear that up. Over the last 2 years, all of the research, the tips and things that I have learned over that time that has gotten me monetized within 30 days. So if you're interested in that, if you're a millennial just like me who only wanted to be a dog because you could do what you wanted and stay out late, at the end, I'm going to give you a nice little tip that I've noticed with long form retention that helps your video kind of get pushed out to the algorithm just a little bit more. So make sure you watch all the way until the end. I also, along with this video, there is a digital download that you can go to in the description. There will be a link for you to get the blueprint for content creators, and it is the first 7 days of you posting online. And inside will include 3 AI prompts: one to help you find your niche, two so that you can help analyze your data the first 3 days, and then seven so you can continue on to analyze your own personal data to see what's working so that you can create your own personal successful TikTok page as well. So along with this video and that product, I do believe that even if you have a regular smuggler phone, because I don't even have an iPhone, and a little mic, and maybe even if you don't have that, just a little bit of confidence that you can too be monetized on TikTok in 30 days. I mean, it's only $5.55. And starting my journey, I genuinely wish that I would have had somebody kind of make a video like this telling me, like, hey, you don't need fancy equipment to start. And I'm going to walk you through what I did and give you a guide so that you can do it too. So even if you just stay till the end of the video, just know I love you because that means a lot as well. Because as I told you, I'm trying to grow on this app. So what I had to do first was figure out what was going to work for me. I am long-winded and I had to figure out how can I use that gift of gab and long-windedness to create content. But I'm also really smart. So I did a lot of research and I was like, the longer the content, the more you get paid, especially on apps like TikTok that are literally meant for people to continuously scroll. So if you can get on that app and you can keep somebody's attention for a minute and 30 seconds, oh my goodness, they love you for it. And then your account starts to build that way. So once I realized that I can get people into my storytelling, my first TikTok pages were not storytelling related, they were manifestation. And that is a whole different field from what I went into. And I did not know everything that I know in this moment when I first started out. I learned all of this stuff along the way. One thing I want to give to you before you scroll away, if you're not interested in watching to the end, please do not engage on those follow trends and those engagement tricks on those social apps. They track it and it will flag your account. It's false engagement. Don't do it. It's not a good look. I had to put that out there. So, if you are a millennial like me looking for extra ways to bring in income and you want to become a TikToker in your 40s, boo, this video is for you. I wish I had it when I first started out. All right, so let's get down to business. Number one thing you want to start with is finding your niche. Kind of think about, who are you trying to reach? When I recorded this video, I was like, you know what? I want to reach the people who don't have a ton of money, but also want to create content so that they can change their financial situation. I am recording on my phone that I use every day and have used every day for the past 6 years, and it's not an iPhone. Do with that information what you want. This was $5, and when I first started out, I didn't even have the ring light. That came later on. But there are very many ways to monetize on these apps, and why not get this money together? So I'm going to teach you what I have learned along the way. Pick a niche. Figure out who is your audience. When I was trying to make content at first, when I said I was making manifestation content, I was not sure exactly who I was trying to reach. I knew I wanted to reach people who wanted to manifest, and I knew I wanted to reach people who wanted to manifest money, but I didn't have a very direct niche down audience. And when you niche down your audience, it really helps you grow, because then that means that niche, that is the people who are looking for the type of content that you create. Some content creators will say you are the niche. Your personality is the niche within the niche, but you are not the niche until people get to know you. I'm so sorry about that. If you need a hug, we can hug it out. You are not the niche until people get to know you. But your personality definitely creates your own little point of view within your niche that draws people to you. And that is how you are going to build your community once you start to build up your content. So, excuse me for looking down because I have my notes. I want to make sure that I don't go off on a complete tangent, because I will. So, anyways, once you pick your niche out, you know who you are targeting to reach your target audience. Make sure you start looking into SEO words. Now, if you don't know about the search engine optimization, then that's something that you need to start at. That is something that I wasn't really aware of on TikTok. And so when I first started my manifestation journey, trying to get my manifestation content out there was really hard, because I was using non-specific hashtags like FYP, and it was getting pushed to people who did not want to learn manifestation. Maybe they were a Christian, or maybe they already had money, or maybe I just was not the person that they wanted to see. But all of those are okay, because it taught me one thing: keep going. Those videos were super awkward for me as well, because then I had to get comfortable on camera. And if you are a millennial, I do think that it's a little bit weird, because you feel like you're talking to yourself. I feel like I'm talking to myself. But that's all right, because when I put this up in the algorithm, is going to find all of the people who want to start right where they are. And you can do it even if you don't have a mic. Just start posting your videos. As you go along, you will figure out how to optimize your content, but you have to start. I literally sat on storytelling for 2 years, and y'all, I'm mad about it. So now we talked about the SEO. When you are posting your videos to TikTok, your keywords, phrases, SEO. What I have learned over my time, about 30 to 40 words. So once you pick your niche, this is why it's important. You can find 30 to 40 words that fit within your niche that you can put in a note and copy and paste onto your TikTok video and slide off to the side so it's not in view. Sometimes I don't even do that great, but you get better at it. But once you start doing that, that tells TikTok like, hey, it's this type of video, and then it will go, oh, you know what? This viewer would like the video, and it will start sending your video out to people who are more likely to watch the video that the topic is on. Use your captions, your on-screen captions, your visuals. So you want to make sure that you have a prop, if you will. I don't really use props, but I use a lot of visuals. I might bring my phone down to my face or bring it up, or you can start different ways. As you practice, you get better at it. And then you start to realize, like, hey, that really worked when I started up here and then came down here. And you also get less self-conscious on camera because, as you just saying, I looked at my arm jiggle, but that's all right because, hey, I be eating. But anyway, another thing that I want to address in this is your length of content. If you plan on making 10-minute videos on TikTok, start out with those 10-minute videos. The reason being is because if you start off with 30-second videos chasing trends, when you start producing that 10-minute content, your retention is going to drop greatly. So if you start off already producing, because my first video, I will tell you, hold on, my very first video was 85 seconds long. I knew that I wanted to make content that was over a minute because on TikTok you need your video to be over a minute to get paid. So I knew that my story times were going to be over a minute long. My very first story was over a minute long. I posted it, I set it down, and when I went back to check the next day, it had 1,000 views. No, I didn't go viral, but it was enough for me to keep on going at that point. So you will learn what works for you. That is the importance of finding your length of content right at the beginning, because if you start making super short content in the beginning, you will have a hard time converting that super short content into longer content in the end. You can do it on other platforms, but on TikTok, try to train your audience early so they know what to expect from you. Another thing is to build community. You have got to comment back, talk back to the people who are viewing your content. When you are engaging with your viewers, don't use like, oh, thank you for sharing that with me. Ask them a follow-up question so that they're coming back to that video, or they're putting more keywords on that video, because the more comments that a video has, the better SEO it has, the better it will get pushed out because the engagement is high. So if you can keep a conversation going on a video, that is how you will end up getting like your video pushed out further in the algorithm. So what I did my first 30 days, so I'm going to give you my little, it's not the sauce, but it works because it was me being consistent. I woke up December 1st and I was like, I want to be monetized on TikTok. I'm going to take everything that I know and I want to be monetized by the beginning of the year. December is my birthday month. So I was like, let's go for it. So my very first video, I didn't write down my posting times because posting times vary for different reasons. It might be Saturdays might perform different for you depending on your niche. So I can't really give you exact posting times, but I can give you the amount that I posted and the date that I posted them, and when my outlier videos came out pretty quick. And this is the reason why I'm telling you, pick a niche. If you pick a niche and you stick with it, your audience will build extremely fast. My mind was literally blown at the end of December. So let's walk through it. On December 1st, I posted one video. It was 86 seconds. December 2nd, I posted two videos. One of them was 146 seconds. The next one was 85 seconds. On the 4th, on the 3rd, I posted two videos. the 4th, I posted 3 videos. On the 5th, I posted 4 videos, and the video that I posted it was an outlier for me. So I remember it got about 25,000 views, and I was super stoked. So that pushed my account to about 3,400 followers. I kept on posting because I was trying to like ride the wave of my video being viral. You don't have to necessarily do that because it won't push your video out because another video is doing well, if that makes sense. So I posted 4 times that day. I posted twice on the 6th, but also on the 6th, oh, I'm sorry, I posted 3 times on the 6th, but also on the 6th, I had another outlier video. So I was excited about that. That pushed me up to about 5K once that started to boil down. I posted 1 video on the 7th, 3 videos on the 8th, 3 videos on the 9th, and then on the 10th, I had another viral video. It was an outlier for me. Now, this video did get more views than the other one. I'm sorry if you can hear whoever is cutting grass in the backyard. But this video was a outlier viral video for me. I think to this day it has like 380,000 views, and it was 210 seconds long, which is super good for long form on TikTok. It's still not monetized. TikTok does not pay you for your old monetization videos. Just FYI. So all your old content that you post on TikTok prior to being monetized, if it gets views, you don't get paid for it later on. Just do what you want with that information. That was the 10th. I posted 2 videos that day. On the 11th, I posted another 4 videos. And then on the 12th, I had another video that was another outlier. I think that video has about 400,000 views to this day. And it was 201 seconds long. So as you see, this whole time, I'm always training my audience to have long form videos. I'm giving them a full story time every time that I post. You can set your channel up how you want. That's just how I do mine. 12th, I did 3 videos. The 13th, 1 video. The 14th, 15th, I kind of took a break. I didn't put anything up. On the 16th, I put up 3 videos. The 17th, it was 1. The 18th, 1. 20th was just 1. The 21st, I put up 2 videos. The 22nd, I put up 1. The 23rd was the same. And then the 24th, I just put up 2 videos. Now, the 25th, let's talk about this moment, because when I say I recorded this video, I did not edit this video. I did reread the script a couple of times so that I can make it through with like minimal mistakes as a speaking role. But this is just one full video. I added captions to it. I didn't comb my hair. My lips was chapped, and I had to go to work that day. And I was like, I just want to post a video because I'm trying to hit my goal. I was almost at my goal. I was at 7.5K followers, I think, around that time when that video posted. And as you see, though, I had other outliers throughout the month that pushed me there. But the reason why is because I was consistent within my posting. So this was the video that pushed me past the threshold, that got almost 1 million views. I wasn't cute in it. I recorded it on this mic and this phone. It wasn't anything fancy. It was literally me just holding it up. I was in a black hoodie. My lips were super chapped and my little gray nappies was showing. And I went to work after I posted it. And I also even remember thinking, this video is not going to do well. And when I got to work, I took a break and I almost choked on my water because I had like 200,000 views within a few hours of that video posting. That video continued to gain traction all the way until the end of the month, when I hit my monetization goal. Was actually on the 29th. I posted my first monetized video on the 31st. So if you can create engaging content, it doesn't even have to be visually engaging. It can be audio engaging content that people want to watch until the end. You can build a community within that by commenting back within that time, and within 30 days If you have the persistence and the want, you also can be monetized on TikTok too. I also created a guide, as I mentioned earlier, for you. It's a full 7 day posting schedule, and it helps you guide through the first 7 days of posting on social media, of what you should post, what kind of hook you should use. I also included about 25 hooks in this digital product, as well as different prompts that you can feed into if you decide to use AI, that you can feed into AI to help you find your niche, because you want your niche to be something that you have a knowledge or an experience within, or a skill set in, that you have some type of expertise to build off of, so that you're not just reaching for constant content ideas. Finding a niche should be definitely personal to you, because you want something that you're going to enjoy making content about. I love horror. Anything creepy, scary, spooky, give it to me. I love it. And I work in healthcare. So, of course, telling creepy healthcare stories just came naturally for me. But I'm telling you, if you reach deep inside, talk to that little girl, that little boy that you was back in the early 90s, baby, and see who they wanted to be. I wanted to be the crypt keeper. We almost there. But follow what you are good at and go with that. So if you are interested in that digital product, it'll be down in the description below. And so now that I've given you all of my little tips, I've went through, we talked about SEO, we talked about posting, we have talked about everything else. This is something that I want to leave you with, that I found extremely interesting as of lately, because TikTok just added this AI like content creative like little prompt up at the top, right? What I've noticed is that if you can get people watching past that first 5 seconds, guess what? That video is going to go a lot further than the rest of them. Everybody talks about your little 3 second retention. If you can get your viewer watching past 5 seconds, you could probably go viral. That's my little tip for the day. That is all I have for you. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure that you comment down below and let me know. If you decide to take a chance and invest in yourself and buy my $5.55 blueprint for creator content guide, and use this video to create content, come back in 30 days and tell me how well it worked for you, because I would love to, one, see what kind of content you create, as well as follow your journey, because just like you watch this video all the way to the end, I'm going to watch yours all the way to the end, and we're in this together, because you don't have to be perfect to get started. You just have to get going.